Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Well, this is a ground with an old-school feel to it. Built between 1969 and 74, the Estadio Alejandro Villanueva in the neighbourhood of La Victoria in the Peruvian capital, Lima. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because
De Bruyne concedes a free kick for that. Danilo. Alexandro. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Lucas Paqueta. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Keeps everyone guessing. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Lucas Paqueta. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Dashing forward at pace. And it's played forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Lukaku. Gets it back. Battles to win it back. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Lukaku. Lukaku is flagged offside. Neymar. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
that's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Good idea, just poorly executed. And it's Lukaku. Lukaku plays it out to the wing. That's lovely. De Bruyne. Cleared without complication. Forward it goes. Brazil disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Oh, they could break here. He's made sure that that won't get through. Vinicius Junior. Has a goal! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Neymar plays it forward. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Beautifully executed. Timely intervention. Fabinho drives it forward. Tielemans. Belgium get it back again. Lucas Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta with the foul. De Bruyne. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. Belgium are back in business. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And here's Neymar. Now surely, Vinicius Junior! There's the whistle for half-time. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. It promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Brazil clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Tielemans. And here's Lukaku. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Alexandro. Alexandro. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Tielemans. Now it's De Bruyne. And here's Lukaku. And it's been taken straight back. Shoots! Goal! Belgium! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Heave to the back, up to meet it! Oh yes, it's there! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Just brushed off the ball there. And here's Lukaku. That's a decent ball. Has a hit! Goal! Belgium! And they're back in front.
Belgium are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
changes here, from both sides in fact. Belgium take the lead. Belgium are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Mathieu. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. And that's been won straight back. Now, can he capitalise? Fabinho. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Hoists it forward. Defenders on the back foot. Mathieu. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Lukaku.
Belgium are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Looking to break out here.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's left his man. It's a loose ball.
Belgium are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Gets good distance on it. And here's the chance to counter. He's on his way.
Brazil are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
He's had a goal!
Brazil have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
And here's Lukaku.
Belgium can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Out to the right. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Brazil cannot understand what they've done. From a position of strength, they have contrived to lose. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic.
Has a goal! This could fall anywhere!
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Bruno Fernandes. Could be thinking about a shot here. And the shot! Bernardo Silva with a fine tackle. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Gets it upfield. Battles to win it back. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well positioned to make that interception. Bruno Fernandes. Neither side yet able to find the net. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a goal! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's been given away. Chance!
Very nice shimmy to manipulate the space, and that was cleverly worked.
Portugal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Well, they can break here. Forward it goes. Needed a better pass there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! Really well taken goal. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that because...
Hits one! And more and more and more. Again in double quick time.
Portugal are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
His second of the game and an eye now for the hat-trick. Portugal take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to get it forward quickly. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. And he's onside. Has a hit! It goes to show he is human after all.
Portugal just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
João Cancelo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Hoists it forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. It's a loose ball. It's on a plate. He's gone for it. Bernardo Silva plays it forward. A real chance to break.
They've been denied.
That'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but
He's gone for it! Goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Portugal give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Shot at goal! Another big chance that gets away.
Portugal really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
And that has gone horribly wrong. Well read, he sorted that out. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Ruben Dias.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
He has done it! And they are cruising away. Just so calm under pressure.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
So now the difference is 3. Gets away from his opponents. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Oh, good interception. Ruben Dias. Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Shapes to shoot! He scores! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's played forward. That's great strength on the ball. Bernardo Silva. That has sent him sprawling. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Bernardo Silva. That is terrific skill. Just brushed off the ball there. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. He's left. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! Swift, incisive, deadly. All done in a matter of seconds.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to...
Has a hit! In it goes! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. It's become a case of men against boys. He acknowledges that he should have come... Going for goal! Back of the net! Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Portugal playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Gets into some space. Whose ball? Who's going to get there? And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now the counter. João Cancelo positions himself well and cuts it out. Nicely measured pass. Hits one! It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball. Goes for goal! They've done it! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. He's played him through. Real chance! They've scored! You've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display. What a player.
Portugal. So that's it. It is all over. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Portugal have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle like that, but this was very impressive, the way they cut through the heart of that defence.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. And the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too. And all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Big chance! Stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Meunier. De Bruyne. Was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Belgium seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Ferran Torres. And it's Lukaku. Fabian Ruiz battles to win it back. Ferran Torres, he's through, now is he in? It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Gets on the end of it. Oh, well played, he's taken that really cleanly. A third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's Meunier. Play for a throw. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Fabian Ruiz. Ferran Torres. A heavy challenge.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
De Bruyne. Hits one! That's a half-decent try.
Lukaku certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Forward it goes. And it's Lukaku. He's got away. That's offside. Yes, it is. Eric Garcia. Fabian Ruiz. Ferran Torres. Fabian Ruiz gets it, and now what? Brings it forward. De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. Lukaku. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Ferran Torres.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
How about a shot? Now has a goal! Goal! Belgium! A goal at a really telling moment. That was a given. It always was.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to...
He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Spain don't need to press the panic button just yet.
And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And that's been levered clear. That's great strength on the ball. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Well weighted. Well, the ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Fabian Ruiz. And now they can launch a counter. Finds himself eased off the ball. Belgium have a free kick. And it's Meunier. Well played, he saw that coming. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Is there any support? He might not need it. Fabian Ruiz.
Belgium have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
That looks a foul. The referee's given it. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Ferran Torres.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Out to the right, he's through the middle. Rodri. Ferran Torres. Cut out in the nick of time. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
He's made sure that that won't get through. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Lukaku. Meunier. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Lobs it in gently. Real chance! They've done it! And with that goal comes comfort. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Belgium have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0. Gets it back. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. The referee's awarded a free kick. Witsel. It's a brilliant interception. Eric Garcia. The final 5 minutes. Ferran Torres. He's got away. Spain could have here their final chance. And out to safety. Rodri. Ferran Torres. Surely a shot. Oh, the ball's come loose. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Spain really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
And it's Meunier. Plays it out to the flank. Shot at goal! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Lukaku really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
And that is that. Spain beaten here. They might well feel aggrieved, but the result is everything. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close a deal.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Unmistakably, this is the Camp Nou, staging a game in the way only the Camp Nou can. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. And at the big chance! He's delivered all right! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
He gets past his man, goes for a lob. No, that wasn't killing anyone.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Good idea, just poorly executed. Granit Xhaka, chance to break. Battles to win it back.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
And here's Embolo. Hoists it forward. Nicely measured pass. Surely a shot. Chance! It's a goal!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do, we can do too. I mean, they're matching each other like for like here.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Looking for space out wide. Can he shoot? Shoots! Goal! Switzerland! And the comeback is complete.
Switzerland produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
Switzerland go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And it's Embolo. Corner given. And that has been cleared. And it's played forward. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. And the finish! They've scored! Again, we are level. What a contest! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
What a ball this has turned out to be. Tries to get it forward quickly. Goalkeeper's ball. And it's Embolo. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's gone for it! This could fall anywhere. And they've been caught out here. Embolo. So who's he picking out? Xhaka. And we hit half-time.
It has been a pretty crazy game so far. They've played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And the game has already resumed here. No reported change to either side during the break. And here's Embolo. Surely. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Switzerland! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well read, he sorted that out. Rodriguez goes looking. Well, that's where he wants it.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Well, they can break here. And it's Xhaka. And here's Embolo.
It's always a good time to register and lay down an early marker in the second half. They clearly had exactly that in mind and have gone about their business with absolutely the right commitment. Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Cuts it out. Now a chance to break. Finds him. No question, that's a foul. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. He's got it, and he's got touch. Shoots! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
Good challenge, stood up well against his man. And here's Embolo. Granit Xhaka. Xhaka proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Plays a clever pass. And he's cut it out.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Gets it back. Referee has just said play on. And now the breakaway. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. That's a good ball to find him.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Brought forward. What does he try from here?
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Oh, good take in a good area. And the shot! Is the shot on? Oh, well defended, that had to be done.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
He's had a shot! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, you've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
Switzerland could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads, and the story was told in predictable fashion.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. The Estadio Monumental here in Buenos Aires, one of the most recognisable stadia in South America. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Kluivert! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Kluivert simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Defending of the desperate variety. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well positioned to make that interception. Ake drives it forward. Good ball, it's found its target. Forward it goes. Now it's Memphis Depay. And the ball's come out. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now it's Memphis Depay. He's got through. Big chance! One-on-one! This has gone, that's foul. It is deadlocked. Hoists it forward. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He gets it ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Oh, he's caught in there. It's a free kick. Ake is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
And it's played forward, and he's cut it out. Kluivert. And it's Memphis Depay. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. And the weighted pass. Goalkeeper's ball. Kluivert. It's got through to him. Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. And he's there to cut it out. And the finish! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Memphis Depay. He spotted the run and played him through. And he's onside. Has a hit! They've scored! The Netherlands are level.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on, yeah.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're already into the second period. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Kluivert. Kluivert drives it forward. He's got it, and he's gone for it! This could fall anywhere! The referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And he heaves it forward. De Roon. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Oh, real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Well played, he saw that coming. Well, there's no sign here of forwards. No question, that's a foul. Chance to shoot! Kluivert. Memphis Depay. Kluivert. And here's Depay. Gets it back. Hoists it forward. It has got through to him. Forward it goes. Kluivert. Oh, what a ball! He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. And it's been taken straight back. Shot at goal! Goal, the Netherlands! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive...
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
The Netherlands are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Very well to intervene. Ball's loose, who's getting there?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Looks to clip it forward. Well read, he's sorted that out.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Van Dijk positions himself well and cuts it out.
The United Arab Emirates are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
It's come loose. What an adventurous run from a defender. Could have here their final chance. Tries to get it clear. Good take, and he's had a look. Ake. That's been drilled forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. So that's it. It is all over. Quite a game. Memorable for its fluctuation in fortunes and astonishing turnaround. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
The United Arab Emirates can be quite proud of themselves despite the result, and I'm pleased to listen to the applause they're receiving for a gutsy show.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been... He's gone for it! Oh, that's a fine save!
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Towering header! Goal! Croatia! And that's got him off to a flyer! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pickford gets good distance on it, and it's been taken straight back. Modric. He's had that put on a plate. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Modric. Kramaric. Plays it out to the flank. Modric. Rice. England are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing, and I would...
Goes for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose! Modric goes looking. Kramaric. Good ball. Oh, good interception. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
It's a loose ball. And now they can launch a counter. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Modric set up one goal so far. Cuts it out. Brings it forward. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there.
It's out for a goal kick. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Modric. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rice gets into a dangerous position. Kovacic. Modric. He could be in here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Hoists it forward, battles to win it back. Now a chance to break. No question, that's a foul. Gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Rice. This could spell danger. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! England are back in business.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
And he's straight offside. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Modric. And here's Kovacic. Chalobah. Rice. Defence has got rid of that. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. England get the ball rolling in the second half. Saka. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Oh, real shot at goal! Goal, England! And the comeback is complete. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
England go into the lead.
And they deserve great credit.
And the shot! And in it goes! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Plays it back. He goes long. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Plays it over to the other flank.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Has he picked him out? A real chance to break. Vlasic gets it out to the wing. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And through to the goalkeeper. It's a throw in. There's going to be another change here. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. And it's Pasalic. He's pulled him up for that challenge. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. He certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Vlasic chooses to go back. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Croatia with a decent chance here, and there's little doubt about who'll take it. Timely intervention. He's in, surely! Oh, sweet feet. That's great strength on the ball. Now it's Kane. And England have a chance to counter.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Rice. Pasalic. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Vlasic. Has a goal!
Croatia merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
England showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
How about a shot? Hits one! That's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
chance! He's got it! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet. Through it.
And they've been caught out here. It's a throw. Burn. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Vlasic finds himself eased off the ball. Saka. He's got away. England tries a shot! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Well, that's bounce-back ability, responding superbly to come from behind, shrugging off setbacks along the way, and determinedly getting there in the end. Croatia, a little bit late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks off. Goes for goal! Big moment! Massive goal!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on. this could be rather exciting. Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Norway trail at this early stage. How will they respond? He's had a go! It's off target and by quite a way.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. A real chance if he can get through. Out of play for a goal kick. Hernandez. And it's played forward. Played out to the right. Hernandez. Norway are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, the task is obviously a lot tougher, and they can't afford to waste time feeling sorry for themselves. The correct response is greater focus and work rate now, and especially avoiding another goal.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well positioned to make that interception. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Oh, what's he done? He'll try from distance. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Mbappe certainly displayed his fine technique, but the keeper was never really in trouble.
Decent looking ball. It's got through, shoots! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
That has certainly made things interesting. Hits one! Goal! France! And again they hit the front. Simplicity itself.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
France take the lead. It's a loose ball. Hernandez hoists it forward. That's beautifully weighted. Mbappe. Ball swung in. And that's a throw-in. Deflected behind for a corner kick. That'll be a throw. Oh, that's not going to go down too well with his teammates. France are taking a simple, modern approach here.
Yeah, but I'm all for
France have a free kick. And it's Conte. It's a great ball. Forward it goes. Going through. Hernandez plays it forward. And the counter is on. Gets wrestled off the ball. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. that's not the ball he wanted. Rabiot. Dembele. Breaks on here. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Rabiot. Done very well to intervene. The referee's awarded a free kick. France presented with the perfect chance here to... Mbappe! And it's Rabiot, gets it back. And now they can launch a counter. And he's on his way! There's the through ball. Timely intervention. This possibly the last play of the half. Tries to get it clear. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's picked him out. He gets past his man. Dembele. Great challenge, time to perfection. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's been taken straight back. Dembele absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Rabiot drives it forward. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward.
France have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break?
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
That's offside. Yes, it is. Kante goes up and over, steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Could be thinking about a shot here. Mbappe has a shot! He scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Oh, good interception. He spotted the run, a big chance! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And that's been levered clear. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, great ball! It's a brilliant interception. And it's played forward, cuts it out. It's Dembele! A real chance and a real let-off.
France know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
Just brushed off the ball there. Forward it goes. Now a chance to break.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Dembele, and here's the chance to counter. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. And the finish!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Billing. Has a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Laporte. Gets the better of his man. Oh, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Rodri. Merino. Oh, he's put too much on it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Højbjerg. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And here's Højbjerg. Good ball, it's found its target. And the counter is on. Rodri. Oh, what a ball! Good challenge. He's gone for it! Goal! Spain! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
So we have our breakthrough.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Oh, he's broken through. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. A real chance to break. It's got through to him. He gets past his man. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Has a pop! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest...
That's surely a foul. Free kick. Merino. Well read, he sorted that out. Can he go in for goal? Højbjerg. Breaks on here. Højbjerg. That's been won straight back. Laporte. Well, that's where he wants it. Cuts it out. Billing. Is there any support? He might not need it. And here's the chance to counter. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Chip through. Højbjerg. Chance to break. And it's Højbjerg. Billing. Højbjerg. Oh, he's in! Big chance! Another chance! They've done it! Denmark back on level terms. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with...
He's had a shot! He can pounce on that. Goal! Spain! And they've got their lead back. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals, and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Denmark need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Plays it out to the flank. Gets away from his opponents. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And it's played forward. Hoists it forward.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Battles to win it back. Plays a clever pass. Forward it goes. Billing. And here's Højbjerg. Billing. Now shot, and the shot! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Away from immediate danger.
Denmark are definitely going about this the right way.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
That intervention was very necessary. Tries to get it forward quickly. Laporte demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. There's a long ball. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be outmuscled. Højbjerg. "75 minutes played. This could fall anywhere. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Denmark are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Loose ball, who's going to get there? Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. He's in, surely! And the shot! So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. There are a few waiting for it. Nice touch. Cut out in the nick of time. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Get that clear. Denmark don't have many options and time is running out. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? This is quite a run and he's not done yet. Looking for a decent ball in.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Eriksson drives it forward. Rodri. He's being closely tested here. Quick glance at goal. Shapes to shoot! And a second time. He has done it! They have stolen level at the last! And there goes the final whistle. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Denmark certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Quite a picture here inside Ibrox, nor would you expect anything else. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Decent looking ball. Sanchez. Hoists it forward. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Trying to get there. Cuts it out. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's got through. That intervention was very necessary. Header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Colombia, and they've been caught out here. He's found his man. It has got through. Has a hit! And the ball's come out. Another chance. In for the follow-up. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
He gets past his man. Cut out in the nick of time. And it's played forward. He's gone for it! It's in! And Saudi Arabia take the lead! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Cordoba. Forward it goes. Now, real chance! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Has keeper barely had to move.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
It's a great ball. Chance! It's in! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
Colombia get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Cordoba. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Colombia don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Looking to break out here. He's got away. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Hoists it forward. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. What a ball this has turned out to be. Timely intervention.
Saudi Arabia have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break?
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Turns and goes back. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Jim, your thoughts?
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
This has become one superb game of football.
It's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely entertaining. Every single player is giving everything.
Well read, he sorted that out. Out for a goal kick. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. It's got, has a pop! It's there! And they get themselves in front!
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Little doubt, that is a foul. Quintero. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Good challenge, excellent challenge. Danger averted for now. And that's a foul, free kick's been given. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Colombia are definitely going about this the right way.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Goes for goal! Oh, that could cost them.
That's a great response though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. This looks very much like a shoring up of the rear guard.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Ball through needs to be good here. Gets it back.
Saudi Arabia are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Battles to win it back. He has it out wide now. Gets good distance on it.
Colombia are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Colombia must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to...
The referee's awarded a free kick. Into the last 5 minutes. Colombia are running out of time to save themselves. That's not going to make it.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
This is promising. Played back in. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Belts one. And that's that. Terrific contest. It might easily have tipped either way. The margins are tiny. Just a goal in it. Sadly, that's all it takes. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Colombia seem to have taken this on with a complacent mentality to just turn up and win, and they deserve the criticism they're going to get.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.